Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. We are so happy to bring you week number 7 of the Coach's Corner, week number 6 of the league, and we are on a roll. One win, is it a roll or not a roll? Well, we're going to talk to Coach Leonard a little bit about that, but it is definitely a different feel here at Bayhawk practice today, and it's going to be a different week for the Bayhawks all around. So we play Friday night against Burlington Edison High School down there on the natural grass. Yeah, parents, take note. You might have to get something to rub out the dirty dirt marks because it's going to get muddy on Friday night, especially if we have a little bit of rain. As the weatherman says we're going to have this week, Friday could be a wild one. 7 o'clock, Burlington Edison High School. Burlington Edison is 2-3 overall and 1-3 in league. They're not that tough, but tough enough, and we're going to have to battle. So stick with me today. Going to have a great Coach's Corner for you. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Import and Classics. Their cars are going to be out at Civic Field at the Seaholm Bellingham game, so come on out and take a look at their cars. Also, Lewis Auto Glass, been a sponsor of ours for a couple years. Mount Vernon, Bellingham, and Linden. Make sure you go down and see those guys. Also, Bell Bridal, JB Formal Wear. Both those places are right next to each other. They're on Harris Street in downtown Fairhaven, and what a great group. And I'll tell you, they were busy. Homecomings all the next couple weeks. They're really busy, so make sure you go get your gear at JB Formal Wear for you fellas and Bell Bridal for you young ladies. Also, Les Schwab Tire. Thank you so much to Mike and the guys over on James Street. Been a great sponsor of ours this year. Also, our new sponsor, Pro Orthopedics. Those guys at Pacific Rim Orthopedics are on board with us, and we appreciate Dr. Van Hofwagen and all the fellows over there. Make sure you tell them thank you if you see them at the ball games for being a part of M&B Broadcasting. Uncle Mike here. Beautiful afternoon for a Monday practice. Coach's Corner coming your way next. I'll be right back.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Les Schwab Tires.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. It's week number 7 of the Coach's Corner, week number 6 of league. I've got a very special guest with me today. Step right there on the white mark. There you go, perfect. All right, I'm going to have him introduce himself. This guy here is an animal. If you're watching the football games and listening to me in the box, this guy here I talk a lot about because he does a lot for this club. All right, introduce yourself.
Joshua Kroll, and I'm 16 years old. I've been on this team for 3 years, and I'm center.
You're the center, but what else do you play?
Nose guard.
Yeah.
And sometimes depending.
He's the center. You had a great game on Friday night. Not one mishap. I don't want to jinx you, but you've had some good weeks lately, huh?
Yeah.
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 Feels good to have success.
Yes, it does. It was very fun.
Yeah. One win, is that called a streak yet, or is that just the beginning of a streak?
It's just the beginning. We got to carry it on to next game and just keep it rolling.
Is it hard for you to work with two different quarterbacks? So going through Joe at the beginning of the season and then coming up with Ben and then going back to Joe a little bit last Friday night, is that tough to do?
Kind of, but I mean, once you get it down, as it becomes just simple.
Yeah. Senior year?
Junior year.
Junior year. So we still got you for another year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're excited about it. Tell me your favorite thing about Friday night.
Just like the environment. I get to go there every night and be with my team, my brothers, and just have fun.
Yeah. How about the win on Friday night? How'd you like that?
That was very fun.
I mean, yeah, against a pretty good team. I mean, Granite Falls, they're ranked in single A, and they really brought it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a very good game.
Yeah.
And we just got to carry it on to next week.
Yeah. Big one coming up, Burlington Edison. What do you think?
We just got to be ready. They're not a bad team, but they're not great. But they're still in the conference. So they're still going to be a tough team. We just got to stay composed.
Could be your first conference win in 5 years.
Yes. So we just gotta stay composed and do what we do best and play.
Just keep doing what you do because you do a great job, buddy. I appreciate you, man. All right, there you go. Mr. Crow right there. He's a stud, and I'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Uncle Mike here, another very special guest. This guy here, I've been waiting for 7 weeks to talk to this guy because he's a horse. He's a senior. He's got a big impact on this team. We're going to talk a little bit about why he hasn't been here, but more importantly, introduce yourself. Tell me exactly what positions you play and why you are just so good at what you do.
I'm Blah Henderson. I play wide receiver and DB, but this year they got me playing rover, so first time playing that, which is very fun. Get a blitz, and yeah, it's been great.
Where you been? What's going on? How you feeling?
Feeling good. It's the first game back. I have a partially torn tendon in my ankle, which I haven't been able to play since week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's killing you, isn't it?
it is.
I watch you walk the sidelines and be a part of everything, but it's really tough when you know that we count on you and you can't be there, right?
It is. It's hard to just walk around the sidelines and watch my team, not being able to play and like with the guys I love. So it's definitely like been a great time coming back and see my family.
It was awesome to be able to watch you walk out there and play on Friday night, and you did such a great job. And it's amazing to me how much respect you demand by other teams when you just walk out on the field, right? I mean, that comes with a lot of practice, a lot of dedication, right?
Yep.
Yeah? So tell me a little bit about Friday night going one way and what's going to happen this week.
Yeah, so Friday I played one way, it's just on defense, and my ankle felt great. It was taped up real nice, and it was just really fun to be out there hitting people again on defense. And this week I think they're going to have me back on offense, and I'll be hopefully playing both ways this week fully.
Yeah, that's good. We're
Yep.
excited about that. That gives Ben another opportunity to throw the ball to somebody on a long shot for a big touchdown, right?
Oh yeah, it does. I'm excited to go out there and catch some balls, and I've been seeing Joe over there catching everything, so I got to come in there and help him out.
You got to moss a couple guys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So tell me what you're looking for on Friday night against Burlington.
I'm looking for a win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for just our team to really come together on offense, which I haven't been seeing too much of like these past few weeks, even with the win. So we're just looking for something that feels right, and hopefully we can find it during that game and get a win. That's
So
what I'm looking for.
What do you want to do after you're all done? You going to go to college? You want to go play some more football? What?
If I had the opportunity to play more college ball, I would, but I don't know if I'm going to go out there and play college football. I'm going to go transfer colleges right now, actually, because I'm going to Wacom.
Okay.
So I'm going to transfer colleges and then go get my business degree.
Oh, very good. All right. We're excited for you. Thanks so much for bringing such great excitement to the football field because you bring it. I love it. I mean, that's what it's all about. So be excited this Friday night. Bring some excitement, and we'll bring it with us, all right?
Sweet, yeah.
Appreciate you,
Uncle
man.
Mike.
Appreciate you, man. All right, there you go, Bly Anderson. He's a stud, man. And that kid, wait till Friday night. Ben Leonard or Joe Harwood get the ball up in the air, and he's going to go after it. I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. It's Uncle Mike and my special guest, as of like last week, Aiden Puller. Hi, Aiden. How are you doing? Well, as you can see, Aiden Puller, AP, he no-showed me again. That's 2 strikes on Uncle Mike and the coach's corner for Aiden Puller. Guy catches a touchdown pass, and now he's nowhere to be found. AP, we're looking for you, brother. I'll be right back.
Have you had a fall, sprain, or break? Skip the emergency room and go straight to the experts, Proliance Pacific Rim Orthopedic Surgeons. With walk-in, same-day orthopedic care, you won't have to wait for the treatment you need. Since 1968, Pacific Rim Orthopedic Surgeons has provided compassionate and exceptional care in our community. Our team is here for you when you need us most. Proliance Pacific Rim Orthopedic Surgeons.
Hey, Uncle Mike here with Coach Adam Leonard. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Woo! Big W, huh, baby? Oh,
Great to get in the win column.
man, we needed that, right?
Yep, we did.
As we've been talking a little bit, it changes the whole mojo of everybody's feelings, right?
Right.
You get a little win under your belt, kind of brings a little bit of life. Opening talk was, is it a streak or is it just the beginnings of what could be?
Well, It's both. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we started a streak. The line from Major League is, if we win this week, that's 2 in a row. We win the following week, it's called a winning streak. And so hopefully we get there, to quote Major League. But what a great night. I mean, we overcome a couple fumbles, an interception, a block punt, and we actually had almost 380 yards of offense to their 140. So credit to the defense for absolutely shutting down a Granite Falls team that for the last 2 weeks was ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they were number 4. The week we played them, they were number 9 in the state. So we've been playing some opponents this year. And Chief South is ranked. Archbishop, top team in the state. Anacortes, top team in the state. Granite Falls, top 1A team in the state. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any, we're not playing any Sisters of the Poor here. So we're playing some good teams, and the guys came out. We got, I thought our offense, putting up almost 400 yards. That was kind of like the offense we had last year, and 230 through the air, 140 150 on the ground. Great balance right there, and the defense played lights out. Goal line stand at the end, and then that final drive. Wow, that was exciting.
That goal line stand, let's go there for a second. We're going to talk about a bunch of things. We're going to jump back and forth because I got so much stuff going on in my pea brain of mine. But that goal line stand was just absolutely crucial. I mean, did you know they were going to just go up the gut there and you were going to plug that middle, or what?
Well, we didn't really give them a choice. We came so quick off the edge. Bly Henderson comes by, gets about the 1 yard line, and then EGB, Eli Good Buffalo, just comes in and absolutely just crushes it, running back in the backfield. And then I think we kind of at that point took their will, and I think we took their will away, because after we got going on the offensive end of it, we started a little wildcat with Joe, and then we just said, hey, you know what? We're going to get inside the 20, and we're going to pound it with our 245-pound running back with the Frost train, and that was the end of the game.
So let's talk a little bit about Ben Leonard. I mean, I am really impressed with that young guy's poise. I mean, there are a couple times where it's like an oh no moment, but he's really kind of holding his own. And it looks like he's kind of fitting himself in a little bit.
He had a great game, so we put him at halftime, and him and Joe connected a lot. Had 200 yards in one half with a running clock, and then he comes out and gets 222 yards. Pretty efficient passing, 20 of 32 with a touchdown, and a lot of it that to his big 6'4" favorite target in Joe Harward. But he had a great performance. He's showing a lot of poise as a sophomore, and I think it's really working out. And he'll be challenged this week with a very good Burlington defense. But I think we're up for the challenge. And I got on the kids a little bit today because I want to have a lot of focus, and I want them to know that winning a league game this Friday will mean huge things for this program and for them, and they deserve it. They've been working their butts off.
You talked about it a little bit tonight at practice. But that last set of series with your defense and then even with your offense, there was a different feeling in the air. And your emotion on the sideline the entire game. I mean, there was some rough calls. I never, ever argue a referee's call. Never, ever. Some rough calls that went on, and some non-pass interference calls that should have happened. And, I mean, you were on it from the get-go. You really wanted that one. But the big point I was making is your momentum, the feeling, the excitement.
Well, at that point right now, Granite Falls should have gone for a 3. They should have went for a 3 right there. And to me, when they're going out there 4th down and not taking the 3, that fired me up. I was like, we are going to shove this right back in your face, and we're going to go down and score on you, which is exactly what we did. And the defense when defense has a stand like that, offense can't do anything but succeed and move the ball. It just feeds off each other. And then, of course, after we get that final score with Tyler Frost, he punches in from 3 yards. Our defense had the most electric flying around 4 and out you've ever seen. Yeah. And all I told the guys in the locker room at the end of the game was, why can't we do that every time? Yeah, why can't we have that kind of energy on every defensive series? Because you guys were electric out there.
They were crazy. And I just loved it. I mean, it was like exactly the way you want them to play all the time.
And I told them, if we can play with that intensity on defense and continue to move the ball up here on offense, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We are going to be competitive in football games. Yeah,
and it really showed me a lot, too, with your hurry-up, with your just – pushing the ball, the guys coming to the line. I mean, we talked to Kroll a little bit today. I mean, he did such a great job at the center spot, controlling everything, but just the quickness you guys had.
Yeah, we were getting up there. In fact, I took one time out, and I had talked to Ben earlier, and he was telling me that their D-line was dragging a little bit. And then Joe confirmed that they were dragging. The O-line was like, yeah, we have them on their heels. So when you hear that, I go out there and I say, all right, we're going to call 3 plays in this timeout. We're calling 3 plays right now. We're going to run a trap. We're going to run a dive. We're going to run another trap. And I said, if we get to that 4th play, Joe, you're going to go ahead and run trap, but you're going to pull it and run a naked bootleg. We only need 2 of them to get at the end zone. But I wanted to have them because I wanted to be on the ball and I wanted to get them on their heels and just play a little no huddle. I knew we were going to score. As much as I was fired up for a lot of reasons. Yes, there were some there were some no calls that, and the thing about all those referees out there are all my close friends
You
too.
bet, yeah.
I have Dr. Washburn, who teaches at Western. He's one of our officials out there. Michael Evans, he and I coached for years. Rudy, I got mad at Rudy after the game. I said, you're not allowed to tackle the receiver when he's on a route, Rudy. He goes, oh, I missed that one. And I go, you sure did, but. Yeah, and you know what? That's part of the game, though. That's what makes sports great.
100%.
I'm never, me in baseball. I don't argue balls and strikes, but damn it, I argue balls and strikes in my. And the same thing in football. It's just part of the game, but it makes it fun and it makes it interesting. But yeah, it's what a great Friday night. Great crowd, homecoming. It was full, a lot of energy, and I know that Ben's mom was sitting right behind a guy who kept going, oh, that quarterback hit. Oh, he got hit again. Oh, he got folded on that play. I don't know. That made her feel too good, but he was really tough and he held up pretty well.
Yeah, I asked her after the game. I was looking for when he got folded up like a lawn chair right there. That one blind side that he got. And me being a dad of a quarterback as well, it's concerning, right? And one good hit, but he really held up pretty well for Ben.
He did. Ben is very tough. He's physical, and I know you're a father of a quarterback, but your quarterback's about 200 pounds and rip muscle. And I had that quarterback last year, and Josh. Ben's a little bit different story. He's still growing. He's still finding into his own body. But yeah, he held up. The one thing about Ben is he's pretty savvy and he's a tough kid, and he makes plays. And it's gonna be a little bit different this week. I think the word's out that we have a guy averaging almost 170 yards a game. So he might be. I don't think that anybody's going to go one-on-one with Joe. I think he might be getting 2 or 3 guys. He might be getting triple teamed at times. So we'll try to figure out how we get on the ball in different spaces, and we'll have a good week.
All right, let's talk about Burlington Edison Tigers. Real grass. So you're not going with the white pants, probably for a mom reason.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go with the black pants, white jerseys. Real guy. Great grass field though.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility.
It is a great facility. But I will tell you, it's going to be different. It's not going to be that ridiculous grass field at Friday Harbor last year. That was about a foot thick, and I lost my shoe in it.
Yeah.
But it'll be something different for the kids to get used to. It's a great opportunity against a team that's really on the up right now. They have a couple of wins. They beat Lakewood. They beat Mount Vernon. Yeah. So they're a team that didn't win a game last year, but they have new coaching staff and they have a kind of just a new attitude about them. And I think they're going to be a tough team to play.
Kind of hungry, I think. As I've watched some film on them, they're kind of hungry. So Bly's coming back, maybe both ways. What do you got? What do you got in the offensive hopper this week?
There's potential of Bly coming back for sure. Coming back on offense, we have to test him out and see how his body's holding up playing on both sides of the ball. Funny story for you, Mike. He actually had clearance from the athletic trainer to come in for a series on offense, but my defensive coordinator didn't tell me that. And
holding out on you.
Yeah, so he's kind of being selfish with him a little bit on offense. On defense. I'm just kidding, Gavin. But he looks really good in practice today, and I think if he tests out really well, I think there's a chance for him to play on both sides of the ball.
Good. That'll help, and that'll take some pressure off of Joe and Milo. And Milo Wright, what a great game he had on Friday night. Holy cow! I told him it was because he was my guest on the Coach's Corner, but he really had a great game.
Milo had a terrific game. He and Ben have some good chemistry, especially on a lot of back shoulder throws, a lot of pivot routes. They just have a good chemistry. And Ben, when you make that throw, man, you're putting a lot of trust in your receiver to come back to that ball and just put it in the spot. And he does a really good job on that. So they really work. Also, he puts a lot of trust in Joe when he throws a 45-yard ball and just says, go get the ball there, number one. And that's great, too. It's a lot of fun to watch. So, we're excited. We're excited to see what Owen Hanstead can do in the slot again and what, or even, Owen in the backfield, spelling Tyler Frost, Tyler had one heck of a game.
Had a great game.
115 yards on like 24 carries. He had a great game.
All right, what's Burlington going to bring to the table? What are we going to see in them? They played some teams pretty tight, lost to a couple teams by just a few points, But like you said, new coaching staff, new attitude. What are they going to bring to the table?
You know, they're hit and miss. I saw them early in the year where they were kind of still just figuring it out, and then I saw them play an 8-point game against Seaholm, who's a heck of a team, and then just coming out and beating Lakewood. So they do a little bit of everything. They're kind of like us. They'll run the ball. They have a good running back, quick running backs. They don't have a power back like Tyler Frost, but they have Granger, who's he's a good athlete, good ball player. He runs hard. They have a good passing game with Ritzinger as their quarterback. They do things really well. They're kind of like us.
Yep.
They play defense pretty well. I think we're more physical on defense, but that's a biased opinion by a head coach over here. But I think we match up well against them, and I think it's going to be a battle. It's going to be another great Friday Night Lights, but this time over on some artificial turf down in Skagit.
Some real turf.
Real turf.
Real turf. No
Real turf.
artificial.
No, I
that's
wish
right.
I wish it was artificial.
That's right. Yeah, you get the scooter going.
Exactly.
All right. Well, you know what? You got a big game Saturday. Your Knights are playing. We're going to try to broadcast that for you. We got some really cool things going on with your young guys. It's great to see the program that you're building. You know, we talked about that, the attitude, changing the entire scope of the way Bellingham High School, the old Red Raiders used to play. Now the new Bayhawks are going to start playing that same way. So I appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate it, Mike, and getting out there to the kids are already talking about it. You know, being on TV, they remember when you broadcast their baseball game back in the spring. Yeah, they have a game at 11 o'clock here at Bellingham High School against Stanwood. They're 5-0 right now, coming off a bye week, so they're hungry to get back on the field and go out and hit somebody else. So it'll be a fun weekend, both Friday and Saturday.
It was great to see your dad in the stands on Friday night, huh?
Yeah, he just flew home this morning. I don't know when he's coming back, but he's really excited that he'll be able to watch a Friday night game on MMB Broadcasting and then Saturday's game on MMB Broadcasting. So you saved him an airline ticket from coming back up here.
There you go, 2 for 1. Well, we appreciate you know that, buddy, and we appreciate your enthusiasm, man. You've been jacked up, and I like it.
I have been jacked up today. So if you're out here earlier at practice, I was just speaking, from deep down in my heart about how much I wanted for these kids, and I really feel good about the rest of the season. And it all starts, 1 week at a time, and it starts this week at Burlington.
Yeah, we're going to go get it right here.
We are.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. All right, like I said last week, Coach Leonard does not like to lose, and losing is a mentality, and he's changing that mentality right here at Bayhawkville. We are going to be winners, and I'll be right back.
Made Lewis Auto and Residential Glass the Northwest's leading choice since 1929. Whether it's on-the-spot rock chip repair or replacing your windshield, we have been trained and certified to strict national standards to ensure your safety. Our residential division offers the latest in vinyl windows, showers, mirrors, cut, and custom glass. Locally owned and operated since 1929, Lewis Auto and Residential Glass in Bellingham, Linden, and Mount Vernon.
Hey, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Uncle Mike here. Just want to say thanks to all of my guests. Adam Leonard, I'm not kidding you. That guy is jacked up. These kids need to hitch their wagon to Adam Leonard because he is a winner. And you're going to be a winner if you listen to what he's saying. Doesn't matter if you're little like this or you're big like our varsity guys. Adam Leonard, thanks so much for being who you are. Bly and Kroll, thanks so much for my special guests, those young guys. I love bringing them out and giving them a chance to just be a part of MMB Broadcasting and our YouTube channel. Please make sure you say thank you to our sponsors, JB Formal Wear, Les Schwab Tire, Bell Bridal, our Import and Classics. They're going to be at Civic Field on the 18th. Seaholm Bellingham rivalry game is back after the Burlington game. They're going to be out there live with us. Also want to thank the Pacific Rim Orthopedic Surgeons. We really appreciate those guys being on board. Les Schwab Tire, like I said, Lewis Auto Glass. We appreciate those guys. But this is what I really appreciate is you, the viewer. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Sarah for doing our broadcasts here, as well as our broadcasts on Friday nights, her and Jesse and the guys putting it all together. We really appreciate that. It's a family thing, and we love it being a family thing. So make sure you push the subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell and give us a thumbs up, and let it run. Coach Hanstead says he lets it run all day long while he's at work. That's what we need you to do. We need the run time. We appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks so much for being a part of MMB Broadcasting and Coach's Corner. This is Uncle Mike saying good night, and we'll see you Friday night under the lights in Burlington, 7 o'clock start. Good night now.